shutters will make a noise now. Let's go with the question you want to do.
Okay. Great. Talking about difference, what difference does the training make?
Well, the training is ongoing. There's always new techniques, new things coming on board, the way you do things and everything else. And with Home Instead, everything is always updated. Their training records, and if a new training video comes in, we do it. And our training is updated, obviously, yearly. So I can do my job the best of my ability, knowing that I'm fully trained, and obviously the client can recognise that because they're happy.
And could you outline the training that you've actually received with Home Instead Senior Care?
Well, obviously I've done first aid, I've done medical, I've done moving and handling, I've done MVQ2, I'm now in the process of doing MVQ3, food hygiene, everything that basically the client will want is what I'm trained up on.
Excellent. Okay.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
That's good. They're all good. But I want to do them all again.
Yeah, no worries.
And it's all because of the noise outside.
All right.
There's no way we can block it off.
Right.
So let's just do it again.
Will it help with the curtains, or would that affect all the lights?
No, it doesn't make any difference. There's nothing there that's going to do it. Right, he's going off again now, thank God. So much noise in modern life, isn't there?
Oh, I know.
I've been in factories, I've been in shipping houses which are quieter than the Tesco. The Tesco's with its beeps, its bangs, its noises.
Yeah.
Right, they'll be off in a minute.
Yeah. I'll just write that. How are you? Does that sound right? How are you associated with Home Instead?
Well, it doesn't matter because this is information for me, so I don't lose who's who on the edit.
No, I've just wrote that now, so
Yeah.
it reminds me.
All right.
I've got a memory like I said as well. So you okay?
Right, go on.
Morning. Could you tell us who you are and what your role is and
Yes.
what your association is with Home Instead Senior Care?
Yeah, my name is Graham Colin Cooper. I'm a senior caregiver. So basically I'm responsible for, obviously I have clients I look after, and also I do quality assurance and make sure the clients are happy.
Excellent. Well, welcome, Graham. And what difference do you think, Graham, can Home Instead Senior Care make?
Well, I mean, the main thing is you can keep the client in their own home. They've got the facility to have their friends, their family, their own belongings around them. And Home Instead Senior Carers are fully trained, so the client is always happy in their own home. They're going to get the care they want. There's going to be the same carer is going to turn up all the time, and obviously the client's going to be more content in their own home.
And Graham, what would happen if you didn't go?
I mean, there's always that chance that the client couldn't live in their own home. They'd have to go into a care home, and nobody wants that for their relatives, do they, if helped?
And could you describe what is quality care?
Quality care is what Home Instead Senior Care provides. It's carers who are fully trained to every technique. So obviously the client is happy, they're safe, and they're going to get the care they want when they want it.
Graham, why did you choose to become a caregiver with Home Instead?
Just hold that question, just let the bus get away, then
Okay.
ask the question again. Okay.
Graham, why did you choose to become a senior caregiver with Home Instead Senior Care?
A long time ago I looked after my mother who was poorly, and just recently I looked after my mother-in-law who unfortunately had to go into a care home. And I'm not saying I enjoyed it, but I got satisfaction. And prior to that I worked in an office environment where I'd get home at 5 o'clock at night and think, what have I achieved? Whereas now I get home and I think I've helped somebody, and just that little smile, that little thank you makes the day very important.
And going on to the training, what difference does the training make?
It makes me a better person, it makes the carers a better
Start
person.
that one again.
Just a quick question about the training.
Yeah.
What difference do you think the training makes?
It makes me a better person, it makes the carers a better person because they can do their job 100%. They can do it thoroughly, they can do it safely, and they know that the client's happy because the carers are 100% trained, because every couple of months new techniques come on board, new ways of training, And with home instead senior care, that is always a priority.
And could you outline the training that you've received so far?
I've had moving and handling, which is updated yearly. I have food hygiene, I have medication. Recently we had stoma training, I've done tenor training. So everything based on what a client, even down to like basic first aid. So you're trained 100%. When you go into a client's home, you know for a fact you can provide 100% care.
And is that training ongoing?
It's ongoing, yes, every year. I mean, we have probably monthly meetings, 3 monthly.
Could you tell us it's ongoing rather than respond to the question?
Okay, yeah. So, Graham, could you outline the training that you've received so far?
It's, I mean, ongoing we have moving and handling and everything else. Oh, I've done that wrong, could start again.
Just do it again.
Do it again, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Graham, could you outline the training that you've received so far?
I mean, I've had moving and handling, I've had food hygiene, I've had medication, protection of vulnerable adults, all trained up on that. And the training is ongoing because each probably month there's new techniques coming on board, new ways of doing things. And with home instead senior care, you're always 100% trained up if new techniques come on board.
Can I try to do that slightly different, where you say, I've been trained in medication, I've been trained in so-and-so, rather than just, because you say I've had.
Oh, yeah, no, I've trained.
I've had medication.
Yeah.
And, but the repetition of training might be better as well. So
yeah.
if you say
I've been trained.
Trained in health and safety, food hygiene.
Yeah.
Think of the videos.
Yeah. So if I just say I've been trained in food hygiene, moving and handling, don't.
Now and again, repeat the training.
Yeah.
I've been trained in food hygiene, trained in food, whatever.
Yeah.
But be comfortable with yourself doing it.
Okay.
Tell us about your training. That's
Okay.
the answer to the question.
Yeah, and great. Could you outline the training that you've received?
Yeah, I've had training in moving and handling, food hygiene, medication, health and safety. I've also had recently been trained in stoma. I've been trained in tenor pads. There's been protection of vulnerable adults. We've had dementia training. So the training is always ongoing because there's always, as I say, new techniques coming on board. And with Homestead Senior Care, you're always trained 100%. Of course, that makes the client happy and the client safe.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, is that all of them?
Yeah, that's it. That's the six. I did throw another one in, but
Okay, and all the ones you want to throw in, you've thrown in.
yeah. Yeah.
How's your time? What time is it now?
It's 1:30.
Half past? So we'll run through.
One more
go.
run
If you don't
through.
Yeah.
mind,
Is that
I'd rather
right?
use this 10 minutes than come back again.
Yep.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. And if you try to remember, put the question in when you can, but be comfortable with what you're doing. It's great.
Are you caring all afternoon? Are you,
I've got a client this afternoon, yes. And then I'm in the office to pick up, because I do the on-call as well. I don't know if that needs to be mentioned, but I do the on-call, sometimes the folders.
Are you coming back at the office anytime, Sam?
I'll be back in about 4:30, about that time.
I'm just thinking if there's anything, if we
Yeah.
have a run through,
Yeah,
if there's
that's
anything
fine.
we've missed, we could
Yeah.
back up late if that was alright.
I mean,
All
I'll,
the questions.
Yeah.
my last client is 5 o'clock this evening.
Right, okay.
So
So we'll run through the
Yep.
questions. Could you tell us, sorry,
Well, we've got that, we know that now. Let's just go straight into the questions.
Right, okay. Great. What difference can home instead senior care make?
well, I think the main care change. Oh, could we start again? Right.
Great. What difference do you think home instead senior care can make?
Just wait for this van, Graham. I'll tell you when. Okay.
The main difference is the client can stay in their own home. They've got their own belongings around them, their own furnishings, they've got their friends and family, even down to their own phone number. They've got their own independence.
I think we need the question at the beginning, because this is the first question as well, isn't it?
Yes.
And I do need the question bringing back into it.
All right.
Okay. And great. What difference can home instead senior care make?
The main difference Home Instead Senior.
Even I heard that.
Go.
Great. What difference can Home Instead Senior Care make?
The main difference Home Instead Senior Care makes is the client stays in their own home. They've got their own belongings around them, their friends, their family, their own phone number. They're in their own home, and all Home Instead Senior Carers are trained in person-centred care. So that means the client gets what they want when they want it, and they know for a fact they're going to get a good service.
And Graham, what would happen if you didn't go?
If I didn't go, or if a carer didn't go, there's always that chance that person would have to go into a care home. And who would want that? Nobody.
So, Graham, could you describe what is quality care?
Quality care is what Home Instead Senior Care provides. It's making sure the client gets what they want when they want it. It's safe, and the client's happy, and there's not going to be any problems. The same carer turns up, so there's repetition, there's respect, there's trust, which is very important.
And Graham, why did you choose to become a caregiver?
A long time ago, I looked after my mum, who was quite poorly. Then recently, I looked after my mother-in-law, who unfortunately now had to go into a care home with dementia. And prior to that, I worked in an office, and I'd get home at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and think, well, what have I achieved? Whereas now I get home at 5:30, and I think I've actually helped someone. And just that little smile, that little thank you, it makes a lot of difference.
And just briefly about the training, what difference do you think the training makes?
Well, the training I've received has made me a better carer. It's made me a trained carer. It makes me, I can go into a client's house knowing I can look after the client as I'm fully trained, and then they're going to be safe. I'm going to do my job 100%, and basically the client's always going to be happy.
And could you outline the training that you've received so far from Home Instead?
So far, I've been trained in moving and handling, food hygiene, medication, dementia, protection of vulnerable adults. Recently, I've also just been trained in stoma, and I've also been trained in tenor pads and also mental capacity.
Excellent, thank you.
Could you do the stoma again? Recently I've been trained in stoma.
Yeah.
We just had a load on. That's
All
what
right.
you said. Hang on, that's how big you're going away again. Been trained in traffic issues.
Yeah.
Right, go on then.
Could you outline the training you've received so far with Home Instead?
Yeah, no problem. I've been trained in moving and handling, medication, food hygiene, protection of vulnerable adults, dementia, and recently I've just been trained in stoma, and I've also been trained in tenor pads. So
We're going to have to, again, just as you get to stoma,
must be a jinx.
Let's do the whole thing training again.
Graham, what difference do you think the training makes?
The training makes a carer a better person. It makes them, they can do their job safely, and they know the client's going to be safe, and also the client knows that the carer is going to do a good job.
And could you outline the training that you've received so far with Home Instead Senior Care?
So far I've been trained in moving and handling, food hygiene, medication, protection of vulnerable adults, dementia training, and just recently I've been trained in stoma, and also been trained in tenor pads, so I know the correct procedure to put them on so the client's always comfortable.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I think we've probably got there, you know, with a bit of judicious editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stop that now.